friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, if you are new, welcome. Today we are answering the question that I get very often, which is how much time do I spend a day cleaning? Plus, what is my regular daily cleaning schedule, cleaning routine? We're gonna go over that today. First things first, I always have a really good multi-purpose cleaner as well as a handful of cleaning cloths. I gotta say though, the hardest part about cleaning is the motivation to just get started, because it's so much nicer to just kind of sit and lay around. So I usually like to start with one of my domino effect chores. Today I am starting in the bedroom because I do actually have to strip my beds. It is bed washing day, so I'm gonna start there and turn on all the diffusers and air purifiers in the house. It's always just a great way to start the routine. But I will say the hardest part is just starting, especially nowadays. I am so exhausted. Last night alone, I was up at, it was like 2 a.m. and I'm up for an hour because I have to pump and then feed the baby, or vice versa, feed the baby and then pump. But usually they go back to back. Either she'll wake up, I feed her, and then I pump, or I wake up before her, I pump and I feed her. And then I was up again at 6 a.m. and that's another hour process. And it's just hard when you are drained completely. So starting with a domino chore and getting the vibe in the house. So when I say vibe, it's either music or I watch a cleaning video or turning on all my diffusers and air purifiers. So I'm gonna start there today. I always get questions about my air purifiers and my diffusers. So the one I'm filling up right now is my diffuser. So this is what I put the scents and stuff in. I just love this one because it's so pretty when it's on. And then the other one I filled up is my air purifier. So that one actually brings air in and cleans it in the water. You guys are always asking about my Rolly laundry basket. So I actually found this at Walmart, just like when I was browsing the aisles. I have not been able to find the exact one to link it, but I know they have these Rolly baskets all over Amazon. But yes, I love this thing. It's massive, it fits in the closet perfectly, and it makes it when I strip my beds, everything goes in here, and then obviously it fills with laundry throughout the week also. I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but I have a feeling that a reason a lot of people struggle with keeping a clean house is the idea of perfection. Well, why bother doing this if I can't do it perfectly? And I totally get that because I've definitely felt that way before also. But these routines are not about it being perfect. My routines aren't always perfect. The things I do on a daily basis, I have goals, but that doesn't always happen. Sometimes life just gets in the way. I want you, though, to get the idea of doing something only if you can do it perfectly out of your head, though, because just a little bit makes a big difference. So if you can't do everything or you can't do it perfectly, if you can only go in your closet and do a quick tidy up and not a whole-blown declutter and organize and all these things, it's okay to just do a little bit. So laundry for me isn't an exact science. I do laundry when it needs to be done. It's kind of how I do it. So clothes get done when I have enough to do a full load. Bedding gets done. Well, each bedding gets done once a week. So Bobby and my bedding, the kids' bedding, and I alternate because we allow Minnie to sleep in our bed. I have to do more than just the sheets. When I wash my bed, I wash everything every single time. Just because dog hair and dander and stuff, it's just easier. And our bed alone will take a full day to wash and dry it. So I have tried so many different cleaning routines, and one thing that I have seen on practically every cleaning routine out there is the idea of doing a load of laundry every single day. And for some people that works out really well, but I have to say honestly, for myself, that is definitely not something that I have any interest in doing. I definitely work better when it comes to laundry of doing as needed, but not letting it pile up. So if I have a load of laundry to do, I will wash it, because if I just have one, I'm more likely to clean it and put it away compared to if I have 5 loads of laundry. That to me is just super overwhelming, and I don't want to tackle that. I'm really good at cleaning it all, but the actual folding and putting it away process doesn't usually happen the way I would like it to.
Oh, I wanna be with you every second of my life. I know your world is hollow, yeah, 'cause I can see it in your eyes. Oh yeah, but there is no need for sorrow.
All right, into our bathroom. Bathroom is super easy. I literally just tidy up the stuff I took out this morning and do a quick wipe down of the counters and a wipe down of the toilet if need be.
Truth, oh darling, let me be your mountain.
I know bathrooms can feel super overwhelming. I know on days where I need to do a deep clean on the bathroom, I always dread it. But one thing that makes a huge difference is just taking these 5 minutes cleaning sessions and doing a quick wipe down. Once again, don't let perfection hinder you from just doing a couple little things. These little things every single day in your cleaning routine is what is going to help you maintain a clean house efficiently and easily. So don't let the idea of perfection stop you. Just coming in and doing a quick wipe of the counters, a quick wipe of the toilet, nothing too crazy, is what is truly going to make the biggest difference when it comes to what you're doing on an everyday basis. And these things never take that long, but when I'm done, I just pick up the rug and I send in the robot vacuum. All right, bedroom's clean, bathroom's clean. So last thing I do in the morning when it comes to our room, and like I said, this is daily tasks. I know usually I film a lot more in my videos, but honestly it's to keep it interesting. I want to show you my busy days and not my regular everyday style. So this is basic cleaning just to maintain a clean house. Next thing is just sending the robot vacuum in. Later, I usually bring in the mop vacuum, but I do that later in the day. In the morning, I just send the robot vacuum in, cleans up all the dog hair, all the sand, all of my hair, because I'm shedding like crazy right now. The postpartum hair loss is real. And then I move on to something else. All right, so next step is the kitchen for me. I either start in the kitchen or the bedroom. That can vary depending on the day. So obviously I started in the bedroom today. Now I'm in the kitchen. Now I will say most of this gets done before like noon. I get most of my cleaning done right away in the morning. It's when I am the most like energized to do anything. And then the rest of the day, it's just like maintenance cleaning or picking up things here and there. But the majority of the like big cleanup is during the day. A lot of people want to do this at night, so they wake up to a clean house. I'm just not one of those people. I prefer to do this in the morning and then just maintenance throughout the day, and that just works best for me. But figuring out what routine and what time of day works best for you is something you're gonna have to do on your own. I can't tell you what's best. I just know for my personal situation, I prefer to do all of this in the morning and then just maintenance during the day. Also, I looked at my recording from doing the bedroom. The bedroom took me about less than 15 minutes to get all that done this morning. I'm not doing like based off of the clock and stuff, because when I record, everything takes longer than when I'm just like doing it. So looking back at the footage, it was less than 15 minutes to quickly tidy up the bedroom and the bathroom and start the laundry, everything.
Same mistake. I always let you back in. When I begin to get myself together again, you are back once more like everything.
And to the point of me saying how everything takes a little bit longer when I am recording compared to just like doing it on a regular basis, that is a good thing to keep in mind. If you're going to do something, if you can set a timer and stay focused on it, I know for some of us that's harder than others, but taking just like 15 minutes and tackling something, you'll get so much more done if you don't have the distractions. Like I said, some distractions you can't help. I've got kids, so I understand that there's certain things that just come up that you get distracted by. But taking away the distraction of your phone or anything like that will allow you to get so much more done in a shorter amount of time. So as much as you can limit distractions will make you so much more productive.
I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart. I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again.
One of the key things to becoming a cleaner, more organized person, honestly, is just consistency. If you are consistent with something, like I said before, you don't have to be perfect at it, but just consistent at it, that is going to make the biggest difference in the world. So if you can like give yourself one thing that you're going to be consistent on this week, I feel like you're going to notice such a huge difference. If you're just getting started, I know when I was younger, first married, first having kids, like I did not have it all figured out. I have not always been a clean and tidy person. So I definitely didn't have it all figured out. But as I've gotten older and realized that I enjoy having a clean house, I focus a lot more on what I'm doing. Like when I'm hanging out with the kids, it's a lot easier and more fun to hang out with them and play with them when I'm not like stressed out about the clutter and mess in the house. And I know some people may be like, oh, well, the mess and clutter doesn't bother me, but I kind of challenge you to challenge that thinking yourself. If you commit to, let's say, 30 days of putting in this super simple daily cleaning routine. Now, the first couple days may be a little bit harder because you're just getting started, but just commit 30 days. I bet you are going to notice that you enjoy those things a lot more in a clean and organized space. I do this all the time. I get distracted and then literally on the island completely miss these two things. Luckily the dishwasher just started and I can still put them in. But I hate when that happens. Now, you may notice by now, I have used a total of 2 cleaning supplies so far today. One of them being, well, I guess 3 if you can count me starting laundry. But one of them was simply my multi-purpose cleaner. I used the Dawn dish soap and, yes, laundry detergent. But everything was
simple. I'm not going over the top with a million different cleaning tools. I don't have a cleaning caddy that goes room
When
to
it comes
room.
down to
it, you really just don't need that much stuff. I like to keep it simple. My multi-purpose spray comes with me from room to room because I'm going to use this on 90% of the stuff in my house. And the other thing I really like to do is keep my cleaning supplies where I use them. So obviously my Dawn dish soap stays in the kitchen, laundry detergent in the laundry room, but like in the bathrooms, I keep bathroom cleaner in each and every bathroom. That way, if I go in and I notice the kids have toothpaste all over their counters, I can quickly wipe them off and make sure I am doing things when I notice them. And the easiest way to do that is having your supplies easily available.
People always ask why I put my chairs on my island right after I clean them. So I do clean the island again after the fact, but just like in the bedroom, when I am done in the kitchen, I will send the robot vacuum in here to just get all the dog hair. So for me, this is just the easiest way of doing it, and I don't mind having to quickly rewash the counters once I'm done.
When I told you that I promised, and I said I'd never leave, I'll be staying.
Have a really bad buildup on your stove like this. The kids made mac and cheese yesterday and it got all burnt on the water or cheese or I don't know, something. I will use Easy Off and I just spray it on and let it sit and come back later and wipe it off and it's perfectly clean.
Cause you only wanna be with me, and I only wanna be with you. Yeah, it's always been you, and everyone around can see that it's true. It's a dream come true, and you're the only one for me. And darling, you're proof that we're always gonna make it through. Cause you only wanna be with me, and I only wanna be with you. Yeah, I only wanna be with you.
I feel like when it comes to a daily cleaning routine, you really have to kind of think about this almost as like training for a marathon. I know a lot of times we let the idea of perfection stop us from doing the little things, but you really have to master the art of your daily cleaning routine and tidying up before you can get into the big stuff like decluttering and big organizations and deep cleaning. Those are just tasks that'll overwhelm you if you can't handle the simple stuff. And I'll be honest, of all the different cleaning routines that I have tried, I really feel like a lot of them are full of a lot of fluff. Like someone's creating this routine and figured that there wasn't enough things on the list, so they just added a bunch of random stuff to go with it. You really don't have to overcomplicate it. Simply making sure your kitchen is clean on the daily and your bedroom is tidied up will make a huge, huge difference. So break it down. I know it can seem overwhelming at first, but a couple days of doing this every single day, you'll quickly realize that it's a much easier task that your brain might just be overcomplicating.
Don't need someone to save.
Lastly, just a quick wipe down of all the appliances, and then I can pull up the rug and do the same thing, let the robot vacuum come in here.
You said you love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in your car. Let me see who you are, who you really are. Yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry. 'Cause if you're gonna
car because I'm heading over to mom and dad's house. Mom's gonna be hatching some eggs and she can't find her power cord for her incubator, so I'm bringing her mine, as well as a couple other little things, which, dang it, I just remembered I forgot some of the stuff I needed to bring her. It's still sitting in my laundry room. I'm the worst at that. But so if you noticed with my morning cleaning, I focus highly on high impact areas for me. So those high impact areas are my bedroom and the kitchen. And I feel like the highest impact thing is the kitchen. So doing your dishes and making sure your counters are wiped down every day and your dishes are done, I feel like is so important. And even if you are a nighttime cleaner, I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you have a dishwasher, unloading your dishwasher and reloading it so the rest of the day you can just load it throughout the day. And then if you don't have a dishwasher, just getting those dishes done so that your sink isn't overflowing. But the kitchen, I feel like, is one of those areas that I have the hiccups. But if that is clean, it helps so much more with the rest of the stuff in the house. The next thing I highly recommend, and this varies, and there's so many different cleaning people out there for routines. So the Clean Mama routine, the Fly Lady routine, all these other routines that will say you should take care of your floors once a week. For me and my family, those floors have to be taken care of every single day. And that is why I highly recommend taking advantage of technology and getting yourself a robot vacuum, even if it's a used one from Facebook Marketplace. Makes all the difference in the world. If you have kids and pets, I feel like it's a must. But going on with the rest of the day, the next big thing is keeping your floors clean. And I don't just mean sweeping, mopping, things like that, but clean of clutter. Stuff on the floor has been proven to cause extra stress and anxiety because your brain is obviously looking at it as a threat danger zone, because I'm sure you've stepped on a Lego or two before and it's not fun. So the next step is going to be making sure those floors are clean. But once we get back home, I'll show you my next part of today's cleaning routine.
Now, when it comes to cleaning up after your kids, I highly recommend getting your kids involved. Now, I do go around and often do a reset by myself because honestly, as a mom, sometimes this is just easier. But this is also a task that has to be done multiple times a day. And often it doesn't matter what different strategies you put into place, things still get messy. Look at this kinetic sand. I have been trying to figure out better ways for my 4-year-old to play with kinetic sand because she loves it so much and I don't want to take it away from her. And there's often still mess. So get your kids involved. Like I said, do I do it on my own often? Yes, but I do also make sure throughout the day that if she's done playing with something and hasn't played with it for a while, that I let her know that it might be time to tidy up after herself. It's something that they have to learn as well. And if you are always doing it for your kids, one, you're just putting extra stress on yourself and you deserve a little bit of help. And two, you're not teaching them the value of cleaning up.
Family room is tidied up. I just now need to wipe the surfaces, especially the table because of the kinetic sand and everything, and then vacuum. So I do try and vacuum with an actual vacuum, the rug in the family room every single day, because the robot vacuums are great, but I don't feel like they clean the rugs as well as a traditional vacuum. Kind of the same comparison of a cordless stick vac compared to a corded vacuum. The power that comes from the cord obviously is stronger than the battery. Same situation with robot vacuums to cordless vacuums. So I like to do that, especially now that Athena's at an age where she spends a lot of time on the floor. So trying to keep the rug as clean as possible.
I ain't afraid of the dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark.
I always get questions about my vacuum. So I really like the Sharks and the Shark Duos. So I like this one because, see the dual rollers on the back? That's why I really like it. Oh, I have to quickly clean it out. But those dual rollers make it going from carpeting to hard floors a lot easier to clean. And I do like, it does also have the center release, which allows it to bend. So this is nice to get under furniture because it bends literally all the way to the floor.
Getting old don't bother me, 'cause with eyes that spin through life, it's so much easier to see who I am and who I wanna be. No, getting old don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will.
And if you're someone that really has a hard time staying on task, I highly recommend setting those timers. If you set 5-minute timers, it's so much easier to get everything done. One thing that I often like to do, honestly, is if I am making something in the microwave for like 3 minutes, I will pick a task. And 9 times out of 10, I can complete that task before the microwave is done cooking. Or if it's bath time at night, I will just do a quick wipe down of the bathrooms while I'm in there anyway, because with Freya or the baby or whatever, I need to be in that space anyway, and just picking a small task that I can tackle while being in that environment anyway. Those are all things that you can do to make it easier and not feel so overwhelming. I feel like the key point of today's video is trying to not let yourself feel overwhelmed, because it's so easy with the mental stress alone of being a mom to let things overwhelm you. Even with doing all that cleaning, your kids don't care that you just cleaned the house. So the rest of the day is pretty much just maintaining, tidying up as you go. But actually, I'll show you. After cleaning the family room, this is what it looks like again. The baby was out, so her seat came back out. Freya's playing again.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna make it snowy and
you're gonna make it snowy?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, you make it snowy.
Like, don't just go right there.
Yes, it's going to get dirty again. I know that. But the nice thing is, because I did the majority of the cleaning this morning, that now it's really just maintenance throughout the rest of the day.